Yu-Gi-Oh! 101 card review. Hit a review a card that was released in Crossover Souls February 14th and the TCG May 15th. What we're looking at here is Superheavy Samurai Soulbuster Gauntlet. It's a Earth Machine Effect monster, level 1, attack 0, defense 400. Description: you can target one Super Heavy Samurai monster you control. Equip this monster from your hand to your side of the field to that target. It gains 400 defense during either player's damage step. If a defense position Super Heavy Samurai monster you control battles an opponent's monster and you have no spells or traps in your graveyard, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard. The defense of your monster becomes double its original defense until the end of this turn. So basically, they just gave the Super Heavy Samurais uh, a D2 shield, because that's exactly what D2 shield does. But even though D2 shield works better, you know, the archetype is kind of revolved around not having any spells or traps, and I think it's good that they are giving monsters that have similar effects to some of the trap cards that you would use in the Super Heavy Samurai build, such as Soulbuster Gauntlet. It has an effect similar to D2 Shield, even though it doesn't last as long. With D2 Shield, it is a permanent change. It doubles the original defense of the monster that you targeted, and it lasts for as long as that monster is face up on the field. With this one, it only lasts until the end of the turn, so uh, it is kind of like blah, but in comparison. But it's still good that they gave you a D2 shield um, effect in a monster card for the archetype. I think that was very clever. So you can use like machine duplication to search it out. Um, I don't even know why the hell I keep saying machine duplication because, again, it defeats the purpose of using the monster's effect because you can't have any spells or traps in your graveyard. So unless they come out with something that can remove, or like a monster that can remove spells or traps from the graveyard for the archetype, which I think would be just very, very smart for them to do, um, then I can't really suggest that you use any spells or traps to search this card out because then you won't be able to use the monster's effect. So scrapping that idea. So Soul Piercer can search this out, which is like the best searcher in the archetype. Um, I know it was another monster that could pick them up for the graveyard. I can't even remember the name of the monster. Dude, I suck so bad when it comes to remembering names of these cards. Man, but yeah, that's one of the monsters that can search it out. And on top of that, it gives your Super Heavy Samurais a defense boost when they specialize in attacking from defense mode. So, only thing you really have to worry about in the Super Heavy Samurais is people using like Dark Mirror Force, but even then, people rarely use Dark Mirror Force. You know, it's one of those cards that you don't see people using unless they have a creative way to, use it in a build. But, that's just my take on it. But so link to this card is going to be in the description. You guys can check it out, and I'll see you for the next card review. Peace.